Hi, it's Amy and Tim from Go With Less. Today we are going to recap our very short trip to Metz, France. Hope you'll stay tuned.
Metz is a really nice medium-sized city. There are quite a few residents there. However, in terms of tourism, it's not really a tourist sort of place. We were there for 2 nights and we think that that was probably an appropriate amount of time to be there. One of our very favorite things that we did in the city was we visited the Notre Dame Cathedral, and it was an amazing experience. One of the things of note about this cathedral is it has more stained glass than any cathedral in the entire world. And there's some work there by Marc Chagall, and
It's beautiful.
it is beautiful. So it was a lovely thing to see.
We had enjoyed the light show at night in Reims so much that we were told that there was a beautiful one in Metz as well. So we got there for about 11 o'clock when it was getting dusk, and there were a couple different tourists there. There aren't 0 tourists, but it's not overrun with tourists. And we were all waiting for the light show, and it turns out it didn't happen that night. So if you are interested in visiting Metz, go check out and see when their light show is, because I bet that is beautiful, and they don't do it every day.
Metz has a Pompidou Museum, which is a sister to the Pompidou that is in Paris. And so these are great museums. However, we simply
We think they're great museums.
We think they're great museums.
We're told
We
they're great
simply
museums.
stuck our head in the gift shop and took a quick peek around. It's €12 to get into this museum. I'm sure if you have an appreciation for art, this would be a great thing to see. For us in particular, if we don't know anything about the art and we're not prepared to spend the time and the money to go on a tour where somebody in English is going to explain to us why these pieces are relevant, we typically don't do those sorts of things unless there's something there that we really want to see. But this is certainly a museum of notoriety and something you might want to do if you're in Metz.
If you're on a budget, you might want to skip it, €12 per person. One of our favorite activities to do, and it's free, is walking around a city. Metz lends beautifully to this. It's not huge, so it's a really beautiful walking city. Around the cathedral, there is more stuff to see. So there's shopping, there's restaurants and cafes, and lots of people, and pretty little streets. So around that cathedral, there's a canal. There's, in front of the opera, there's a beautiful small garden. I think it's called the Place de la Comédie. And it's small, but it is surprising how much is in there when you kind of poke around that garden, that it has a lot to see. So shopping isn't our thing. We kind of bypass right around that. But if you wanted to spend a little time shopping, Metz might not be a bad place to get your shopping on.
We did have a tarte flambe in the shopping area that Amy just mentioned. So in France, it's called tarte flambe. In German, it's called the Flammeküeche. And I'm sure I'm mispronouncing both of those things. However, this is a delicious tart. It's a little like pizza. Apparently,
it's a savory tart.
You're not supposed to say it's like pizza, but it is a little like a thin crust pizza, and it is delicious. And
don't say it's like pizza.
Don't
Just
say
you.
that though. Don't say that. But it's all over this region, and certainly something you'll want to experience at some place if
There's
you're
bacon
if
and
you are
onions
in
and
this
and like a
area of the
cream,
world.
and some of them can be covered with cheese, like maybe Gruyere cheese. So they serve them many different ways, like a pizza would be served.
And they're tasty.
They are tasty. That's it for Metz. Short and sweet. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed yet, I see that tons of our watchers are not subscribers. We beg you to subscribe. Please, please subscribe. We love you if you do. If you have any comments, we respond to every one of those. If you have any advice, and if you have any friends who are visiting Metz in the future, please share this video with them. We appreciate you watching. Thank you.